Brodes Media.
The Phillies suck. The Phillies suck. Say it with me. The Phillies suck. They suck. They suck. They suck. The Phillies suck. They get swept by the Chicago Cubs, who suck, by the way. They haven't beaten the Cubs all year long. And go look at the records against the Texas Rangers, against the San Francisco Giants. This is inexcusable. In past seasons, it would be the Marlins. It would be some dreadful teams. Now you're just switching who that team is. It doesn't make the end result any better. And quite frankly, it's impossible to be as pathetic as this team is year after year after year. Dating back to 2018, they were 2-9 down the stretch. 2019, 3-9 down the stretch. 2020, 1-7 down the stretch. They suck all the time, and it's brutal. I even think 2019, you could even dig a little bit deeper and find like a 1-6 run towards that back end, if I remember correctly. But it makes me sick. It really does. I mean, let's go through the list of things, shall we? Brandon Marsh can't catch a baseball. Gene Segura doesn't know what the count is, and he gets destroyed on the base paths. Bryson Stott doesn't know how to turn two. The Phillies left 1,000 guys on base. They can't get any timely hits. Nola sucked for one of those innings that completely ruined the entire outing. Rob Thompson has no idea how to manage a bullpen and decides when it's time to pull Zach Wheeler from the game, which his pitch count wasn't even high, and he did get out of a little bit of some noise there in the 6th inning just fine. He goes to Connor Brogdon with, in theory, the season on the line. He goes to Connor Brogdon. While the offensive struggles are real, and the offensive struggles are a number one reason why this team is failing right now, how the hell does Rob Thompson go down swinging with Connor Brogdon when on Monday they had an off day? It's inexcusable to not have Zach Eflin available, to not have anybody else available. And the fact that we didn't see Sir Anthony Dominguez, unless I missed something, I feel like there's a problem here because you used Nick Nelson and Bellotti in Game 2. You didn't see Sir Anthony in Game 3. Granted, he has been miserable, and Sir Anthony has been awful. What's going on here? He's a guy that you need to be relying on at this time of the year. The fact that they're not tells me something, but, I mean, come on, Rob. And there's been previous issues like not walking guys intentionally when there's an open base. Instead, he feels the need to pitch to those people. Those people do some damage. So, I mean, I like Rob Thompson with the full body of work, but I'm aggravated with some things that we've seen late here. Bryce's AB in Game 2, the 9th inning. One of the ugliest at-bats I've ever seen in my life. I've seen Bryson Stott do some horrible things at the plate. This team is just a bunch of losers. I think JT Realmuto is a huge loser. Don't try and tell me that, oh, well, he leads the league in OPS and the All-Star break. The guy's a loser, and he made it very clear when he looked everybody in the fan base right in the eyes and said, I don't care if I get fined a little bit of money. Well, he's talking about a little bit of money being some serious amount of cash. He's just out of touch. All right, Nick Castellanos, his personality blows. You want to talk about a losing culture? There's no way in hell people actually enjoy whatever it is Nick Castellanos brings to the table from a personality perspective. I don't think he results and relates to what winning baseball is all about. I don't care about singles. I don't care. That's why with Bryce Harper getting 3 singles in this final game of the frame, I don't care. I don't look at Bryce Harper is a guy that I need to roll over a ground ball to knock in an RBI, a sac fly. I need to see Bryce Harper put the team on his back as an NL MVP. I am not satisfied at all with Bryce Harper, and quite frankly, I think he is horrible when it comes to leadership, and that's why we are in the predicament that we are in. Rhys Hoskins is pathetic. I can't stand looking at him anymore. As you can tell, I think it's time for a major change, even if they somehow back themselves in. All right. I mean, it is what it is. At this point, they have broken me insanely. They have broken the fan base. And we should feel the way that we do right now, even if they somehow squeeze in. They are one of the worst baseball teams I've ever seen. And they're lucky because, let's be honest here, baseball keeps saying over and over again, all right, we'll expand the playoffs. So it starts with just wild card teams. Then there's wild card series. There's 3 teams in here. See what I'm saying? Like, they can't even properly get in to the 3rd fucking wild card spot. Do you know how bad you need to be fighting at this level to make the 3rd wild card team? You don't deserve postseason baseball at all. Baseball's trying to hand this to you on a silver fucking platter. Here you go, Phillies. Take it. Break that streak.